everybody, and welcome back to another Monday night at Heroes and Hooligans for our Babes and Blades campaign block. We are playing Vanished in the Ashes, a 5e D&D campaign wrapped around dragons and Norse mythology. If you have missed any of it, you can catch it on VOD on our YouTube. Thank you, Queen's Court Games, for the raid. So happy to see all of you friends. That being said, I'm going to roll through introductions of our players here. We're going to just start in order of the way they appear on the screen. Lala.
Hi, I'm Lala. I play Vex on Monday nights. I also play Phelan on Thursdays, and we'll be playing in our Star Bottled campaign in August on Sundays. You can find me all over Heroes and Hooligans if you look hard enough. That's a joke. You don't have to look hard at all. I'm just here all the time doing fun stuff, videos, graphics, stuff like that. And hi.
I'm Nisa. I play Kadra on Monday nights here. You can find me on Instagram at NJ5150. That's pretty much my handle and everything. Hi.
Ulfi, are you ready to go, or do you need a minute still?
I'm having some technical difficulties with the camera stuff, but I'm here.
You can leave your camera off if you need to.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my laptop is acting funny, so I'm on my tablet now. But anywho, I'm Mikkel. I play Elf Saga on Mondays, and I don't really do much on social media other than scroll TikTok stuff. That's me.
Fika.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sarah. I'm playing Finka here in Vanished in the Ashes. I'm also playing Tempe in our Friday night Gauntlet campaign. And Instagram and Twitter, I'm not super active, but I'm going to try to start putting little campaign synopses. And I am Priestess Aranel on both of those.
Runa.
Hey, everybody. Hey, I'm Amanda. I'm playing Runa, and you can find me also at Twitter and Instagram and YouTube at D&D and Family.
Huzzah. D&D and Family. Actually, D&D and Family is fantastic if you are a person who has children that you are getting into TTRPG space. They do a lot of content wrapped around that, and they play with their kiddos. It's a lot of fun. So head over and check those guys out. Good stuff over there. If you are a family-oriented tabletop person. If you are not, you can hang out here with the Hooligans, where we are extremely not family-oriented and inappropriate all of the time, because how else the fuck could you embrace the chaos? Anyway, that being said, who wants to recap where we were at last week, and then we'll roll right into it.
Well, last week Vex had an amazing time learning how to cook from our friend Frigg, and she just probably had one of the best nights in her short little life. But that's all Vex remembers, is the cooking.
Just remembers the cooking. That's it? Just the cooking? You just
we have a young goddess who isn't a goddess quite yet, apparently, in a swamp in another plane 1,500 years in the past.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. That's correct. Yep. That's pretty much what's happening. So you're there in the place doing the things and stuff. You had a long rest, and you were on your way somewhere when you came across this place in the swamp.
We got dropped off early, right? We were heading for
Paula, right?
Yeah.
Yes, headed east.
Trying to find the Leonin folks.
And we got dropped off early and stopped by that jerk on the big dragon looking for Athena. And then we got attacked by mushrooms.
Yes. And apparently the nearest Leonin civilization is clear across the continent.
Dang, I really missed a lot last time.
Possibly go wrong.
Yeah, all the way
Oh
across.
no, wait. We were gonna try to find Frigg's dragon.
Yes, we were gonna find
First.
Frigg her dragon, and
Yes.
convince him to join the summit.
Or just figure out why he's in the summit and has been incommunicado. We don't know which.
Yeah. So, which way you going? Where are you gonna go? What you gonna do?
Did she give us a general direction of where she thinks her dragony friend is?
I feel like she did.
I feel like you're right, Finka. I feel like she did.
He lives in the swamp. Ancient dragon has a lair, but that's all I have.
Something about real estate. I believe the conversation was wrapped around why would you purchase property in the swamp? Good real estate prices. Just kidding. My dragon lives nearby. Sort of conversation. I don't know. I wasn't really there for it. I wasn't Frigg. Frigg was Frigg. So, you know.
Yeah, I remember it's like in the
He's around.
swamp, but not any specific direction in the swamp. So we might have to wander.
And I feel like that means it's going to be sticky for a while.
So when you woke up this morning in Frigg's cottage here in this nice little swamp, you awoke to the smell of a sugary, sweet, mapley smell, and sort of like a vanilla aroma. Something smelling of baked goods, and you can hear Frigg humming lightly near the table.
Waffles!
Yeah, I told you in the morning I was making waffles.
Vex is gonna like vault out of bed into the kitchen to help.
Kadra will follow.
Yeah, well, I've been up pretty early and I already made everything, so the only thing you could really help with is setting the table.
Yeah, I could do that, definitely.
Yeah, the dishes are over there on the counter.
Vex
Runa will
hops
follow
over.
along, helping.
Mm-hmm. I imagine
morning,
it's a bunch
Vex.
of everybody running into everybody else trying to do all the things and help each other.
Oh yes. Oh, excuse me. Yes. Oh, thank you. You first. You first.
Yeah, I'm
Too
definitely
small of a
not gonna
kitchen
drop.
for 7 people.
Definitely not gonna drop anything. Not gonna happen.
You maybe might, you maybe might not. Are you hippity hopping really fast or nah?
Of course, I'm hippity hopping really fast.
All
I'm
right,
excited.
roll me in acrobatics.
Okay.
She only has one mode.
Yeah. Excited. That would be an 18.
Yep, you didn't drop anything.
Score 1 for Vex.
Or
Well, Saga is just like wanting to help, standing in the middle of everything and like reaching for things every now and again before somebody else comes and like brushes it up before she can get to it. So she's just kind of turning in circles, waiting to be able to help with something.
You know, Alfie, you could sing us a song as we get ready.
Oh my God, absolutely. And she is very passionately going to start singing. It's not really anything with actual words. And it's definitely not anything like that chanting that she does when she's doing magic. It's like the most absurd, loud, just passionate yodeling almost that you guys could possibly imagine.
yeah, so well, Saga is yodeling "It's a Small World" after all because she picked the most obnoxious song to possibly do, with a little bit of the song that never ends mixed in there too.
Oh no.
I was about to say, at least it's not the song
Yeah.
that never ends.
The word
Yeah.
sometimes kind of mumbles.
Dear
Like,
Yeah.
God, why?
They just kind of get jumbled and mixed together because they're super happy and excited to be doing princess things in the middle of a cottage in the woods somewhere, you know?
Absolutely.
How very Disney of Wolf Saga right now.
Oh, she is the Disney princess. Fire werewolf of death.
Don't piss her off.
Can we coin that phrase, the Disney princess werewolf of death?
Oh, that's becoming a meme.
Yeah.
Yep.
Campaign
That's a thing now.
So, breakfast, everybody helps make breakfast. It's pretty uneventful. Frigg doesn't offer up any different information than what she'd already given you before. She's polite and cheerful. And, an hour or so goes by and she starts to kind of clean up. And so I think I need to go do some things now. And I think you have some things to go do too. So, not really to rush you out, but TTFN.
Can you just point us in the general direction of where you think your dragon is?
That way. Or maybe over there. No, I think... Yeah, that way.
Perfect.
Was that actually helpful, or was that just like arm flailing?
Oh, it was most certainly not helpful.
Roger that.
Runa's just gonna shuffle out with all her things.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, this is a swamp. I don't know how helpful this will be, but
Well, we
have
know which way
some
we came.
experience with drakes, not so much dragons. But DM, could I do like a tracking check or something?
You could try it.
I'm not confident at all.
You could roll a survival and see what it gives you.
Okay. Okay. 12?
You sense that the dragon is somewhere in the swamp.
Awesome.
Really narrows it down.
I mean, he's here. She's not. What's a nice way to say full of shit? I don't think there's a nice way to say that.
Vex
She's
is
not.
gonna.
She knew what she was talking about. I'm pretty sure he's here. But this swamp is also quite large, so I don't know that that's actually that helpful.
Vex is gonna channel Cora, close her eyes, and start wandering through this little like land bridge cat thing, like in the middle.
Wolf Saga is just gonna like shrug and follow after Vex, because what else are we gonna do?
I'm gonna look at
Sure.
Finka and just follow along.
It works
I'm going
for
to keep
Cora.
my eyes out for anything that looks like dragon sign or, yeah.
I'm gonna be looking for more meanie mushrooms.
Runa's sketching, writing little notes so that she can ride the dragon later on this week in her journal.
Wolf Saga is definitely still singing, by the way.
Okay,
Keeping
how
the
about
bears away.
Just as loud and passionate as before.
up now?
This way?
Yeah.
Up again or to the right?
To the right. We seen or encountered anything yet?
No, you haven't really moved too far. You've seen mushrooms, but they don't bite you this time.
Well, that's nice of them. How about like down, following the
The road, the path,
the path? Yeah.
this way. Okay. Okay, that does a thing.
Uh-oh.
Bum, bum, bum.
What did you do?
Okay. Wow. Dear computer.
Look,
Fuck.
all I did was follow all of my instincts except for my eyes. And none of y'all stopped me.
We don't know where to go either, so
Instincts are pretty impressive if you could stay on the road with your eyes closed, honestly.
Yep, that's fair.
I mean,
Your
I think
aimless wandering was not any worse than any of our aimless wandering, so.
Yeah, fair
And
enough.
that brings you here.
Oh. Out of the swamp.
Out of the frying pan.
I do enjoy the less moisture because my fur is yucky.
Unfortunately, I think we need to go back in.
Okay, so
Because the dragon is in there somewhere.
I don't know if we'll be able to find him this far from the swamplands.
I'll close my eyes and turn around.
Finka is making notes in her mind about, local geography.
Okay.
So that way was a bust. I guess we go that way now.
Maybe up towards the top?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
that way.
that's how we came in, right?
No, we came in on the
On
left.
the left.
So you're coming
Oh, that's right.
back this way. Which way are you going from here? You came in this direction, by the way.
Yeah.
Up.
This way.
North?
I'll map your path over. There you go. All right. So north, you want to go this way?
Yeah.
Fuck that little tiny arrow. You want to go this way. You hear a little voice behind you go, "Don't go that way."
Never go that way.
Who said that? And also why?
You're going to have to say more words than that.
Yes, I said, "Don't go that way."
Why?
Do we see
It is
anything?
me. Yeah, a little caterpillar sitting on a tree with a little scarf wrapped around his neck, and he's got a fuzzy little head.
Oh. You would
Does he happen to be smoking a
Not much.
pipe?
Correct.
Is that a
What?
hiccup?
What is that way?
I don't know. I just like to tell people not to go that way. Have a good trip. See you next fall.
Ah.
I'm going
What
to keep...
name?
Alice in Wonderland, Cheshire Cat. Caterpillar guy.
Making an interesting appearance, not on Wednesday, but let's go forward still.
Hey, little caterpillar guy, do you want to come with us?
No, thank you. I've got other things to do, like smoke.
How big is he?
Just a little teeny tiny little guy.
Yeah, I'm going to pick him up.
That's rude.
So is ominous warnings with no basis in anything.
And when you pick him up, you feel the hairs on him. He goes like this, and all of the hairs poke you in your hand at once, and it hurts really bad, and it makes you want to drop him.
It makes
Mr.
me-
Caterpillar.
Want to drop him.
Yes, but you didn't have to. It just makes you want to.
I'm not going to drop him.
Do you know the way through this labyrinth of a swamp, Mr. Caterpillar?
No. I'm only a caterpillar. I'm only like 4 days old.
Well, you should not be smoking at 4 days old. That
The life of a caterpillar is very short. It's a very short life.
You also shouldn't give unwarranted ominous warnings to travelers passing you by.
Why? It's amusing.
Mostly that one, honestly.
Yeah, well, it might be amusing, but now you're trapped in my palm.
How
Aren't
long
you young
do
to be talking to
caterpillars like you live?
Oh, until we become butterflies.
Want to go on an adventure until you become a butterfly?
No, that's okay.
Is everybody
Could
here
be
so
fun.
vague in their responses?
Yes, pretty much.
It's helpful.
Vex,
Okay,
darling, let's put the
yes.
weird talking caterpillar back where we found him.
But I want to keep him as a pet. I've never had a pet.
I don't think he wants to be kept as your pet, is my point. Let's find a different caterpillar that is less opinionated.
Fine. She'll put him
Would
down.
you like it if something 100 times your size wanted to keep you as a pet when you didn't want to be a pet?
I don't know. Are they going to give me head pats?
I'll give you head pats.
Oh, Ulfie loves me. I'll put the caterpillar back down, not exactly as gently as I could.
You probably deserved it, honestly.
Yeah, my
You're very rude.
palm hurts. I'm
I'm
gonna.
gonna walk over and pat Vex on the head. Good job. I know that was a hard decision for you.
I'm gonna cast a quick mending on my paw, and then close my eyes and walk forward.
This is an excellent plan. I don't know what could possibly go wrong here.
Nothing, obviously.
I'm right alongside you. What do we see?
Hold on, we'll show. You see a sort of more watery kind of area of the swamp. Everything else has been kind of like boggy and you could walk through it. And you see a sort of like a more watery area where it's like deeper. You could see some large trees growing up out of it, things like that. And then you see a very large tree stump that doesn't, it's like a tree without a top. I'm going to show you in 1 second. But that's what you see. But you hear some rustling in the bush behind you.
Is it the caterpillar?
Behind us now.
Big rustling or little rustling?
Bigger than the caterpillar.
The caterpillar turned into a butterfly and is following us. I'm pretty
He's a very hungry caterpillar.
he's changed this, and he's out for revenge because that's
I'm going to have my bow at the ready and kind of turn towards the sound and see if I can't see something from where we are.
I'm just having technical map difficulties, that's all. Incarnate just hates me.
Did we get a short rest or a long rest, by the way?
You got a long rest.
Okay, because I
Full night.
apparently didn't do that.
All right. Yep. That's cool. Thank you. This is a battle phase.
You are fighting with the great computer.
Mm-hmm. But you hear some rustling in the bushes near you.
Can I see where the rustling is coming from and/or what is making the rustling?
I don't know. Roll a perception.
I will do that. We're still in the swamp, right?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. 22. No, 23. 23.
Does a 23 see what's making the rustling?
Yes, since my stealth was 19.
What do they see?
You see, basically, you would say kind of a lion, but bigger, way bigger. That also has wings and a female face and part of a female torso, I think. I could actually show you the graphic.
Yep, toss it and I'll put it on there.
Yep. 1 sec. I need to.
Oh, you can put it in.
Yeah.
I forget you have powers and things.
Yes, I do. You see that? That was just trying to jump on Ulsaga.
Whoa, hey, that is rude.
Hi.
Finka's
Hi.
got her bow like ready but pointed down.
Oh no! I just wanted to play. Don't worry.
Play? I like to play. What do you want to play?
I'm good at riddles.
Okay.
Yay. No one ever wants to play riddles with me. So, answer me this. What time is it when an elephant sits on a fence?
Ouch time.
Wait, what?
What time is it when an elephant sits on a fence?
Oh,
Time to build a new fence.
Exactly.
oh,
Wait, what? Really? Yes. Being a dumbass. That wasn't serious, but okay.
Good
Wow.
job.
Finka, you're so smart.
And now, since you answered correctly, you can ask one question.
Do you know where there's a dragon in this swamp?
An emerald
know?
dragon, specifically.
Do I know if there is an emerald dragon in the swamp?
Mostly where, not so much is there.
Yeah, what Finka said. She answered the question, so she gets to ask her question.
We're pretty sure he's here, we just don't know where specifically.
Emerald dragon around here. Let me think. Would I know anything about that? I'm not sure, you know?
I mean, they're pretty big, kind of like you. They fly, kind of like you.
I know, but they are not that playful, and they hide sometimes, most of the time.
Have you seen something where a dragon might have, I don't know, slept or...
That would be a second
Or
question.
fed?
That
Ooh,
would be
second
technically a
riddle?
second question. Yes.
Is this like a question for a question sort of situation?
Oh yes. You answer a riddle, you get an answer from me.
All right.
And
Give us
don't
another one.
worry, I can give you a lot of answers. You know anything about present, past, future, maybe a bit.
Well, you didn't really answer the our first question.
I
So
just
does
don't-
that mean we
I mean,
get another one for free?
I don't really have an idea where an emerald dragon around here might be. Haven't met him. Not recently, anyway.
Yeah,
Okay,
right,
riddle
fine.
time.
Yay! Riddle time. Okay, what can you hold in your right hand but never in your left hand?
Your left hand.
Your left hand.
Yes, exactly.
Nicely done.
Oh, and by the way, I'm Punai. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Panai. You can call
Nice
me
to
Vex.
meet you. How long have you been here, Punai?
What is time really?
Tell us about it.
Let's say, for me, traveling through time is basically like for you going from the kitchen to the living room. So time is complicated a bit.
Wibbly wobbly ball of timey wimey.
Exactly.
Interesting. All right.
Are you able to show other people how to do that? Oh no, wait. We need to do another riddle, right?
Oh yes. So another riddle. What can you catch but not throw?
A cold?
Yes.
Woo!
It's almost like some of us are smart. I love it.
Have you seen some place where a dragon might have bedded down or slept?
There might be a few places around here, yes. Big enough, I mean.
Are any of them close by?
Probably. That one was a freebie.
Okay, more riddles.
Yeah, more riddles. What two things can you never eat for breakfast?
Lunch and dinner.
Exactly.
Nice.
Woo! Oh, I feel so smart. I don't have a question. I just wanted to answer the riddle.
Can you teach us how to travel through time, assuming that it was necessary later down the road?
I cannot teach you that because that's basically, well, a racial thing for me. We just do that, but when time comes, I might be able to send you through time, maybe at some point, if you will need it. But well, you are a bit out of your time, but you're supposed to be here, so that's fine.
You know we're supposed to be here?
Who told you that we're
Yeah.
supposed
I mean, I must think I know everything that was is and all the possible things that will be.
Don't suppose you could elaborate on that at all?
On what exactly?
That
Exactly.
Who
we're
told you
not
that
in our own time, but we're supposed to be here.
Well, first you would have to answer a riddle, and each riddle gives you one question.
All right,
This
give
is
us
a
a
bit
riddle.
What's our
easiest.
next riddle?
Okay, so next riddle. What kind of room has no doors or windows?
A mushroom.
Exactly. You get one question.
Oh, Saga is secretly really good at riddles, apparently. Who told you that we were supposed to be here?
Not as much as tall as you're part of a plan, I guess.
Who's playing though? Okay. Another riddle.
So what is the end of everything?
A G.
Nothing.
I had a G, and that's the correct answer.
Oh, look at that. Both Saga strikes again. Oh shoot! I forgot my question. You guys remember what I asked? I forgot.
Something about
Uh,
plan.
Whose plan? Whose plan is it?
Well, sphinxes mostly.
What? Like you're the one that brought us here?
Not exactly, but was part of it, I guess.
I am so confused.
Time for another riddle then.
I'm going back and forth between feeling very smart and very, very not smart.
What runs but never walks, murmurs but never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, and has a mouth but never eats?
Water?
Nope.
River.
River, yes.
A lake?
I
A
have
river.
You got it. River.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I just realized you might know sphinxes under a different name, I guess. Norn.
Oh,
Norn. That ring any bell?
What was the name again?
Norn. Or Nornir.
That doesn't ring a bell to me, but I'm bad with names.
No problem then. What's the question?
Are we ever gonna get home?
Well, yeah, you should. Once you're done with what you have to do here, yeah, you should be able to go home.
And
Unless you
what?
die first, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
But there's a chance.
Are
Well,
there
there's
other
always a
sphinxes
chance.
that are involved in all of these decisions?
Did I hear another question?
Yeah, are there other sphinxes that are like making these decisions for us?
Well, first, riddle.
Yeah.
So the person who makes it has no need for it. The person who buys it has no use for it. The person who uses it can neither see nor feel it. What is it?
Can you say that again?
Of course. The person who makes it has no need of it. The person who buys it has no use for it. The person who uses it can neither see nor feel it. What is it?
Coffin.
Exactly. So about that, well, there are other sphinxes involved in this, yes.
Where
No
are
sphinx
these?
could ever do that
writing these
alone.
down.
Do we
I
have
have-
the other sphinxes?
No need.
Can you tell us anything about what we're supposed to be doing? Because people have been pretty vague so far.
I might have some answers for you, yes.
As soon as I answer another riddle.
Yes.
Bring it on!
So what
We've
belongs
got
to
to
you?
get better at this.
What belongs to you but everyone else uses it?
Your name.
Exactly. One question.
What is
You
our
guys forget questions too, huh?
what is our ultimate purpose here?
Reversing a very bad thing that happened. Well, will happen in this time. Didn't happen yet in the time you are now, but for me it already happened. It's complicated.
Okay. Riddle, please.
Of course. What do you throw out when you want to use it, but take in when you don't want to use it?
A tent?
Nope.
Sorry, could you say it again?
What do you throw out when you want to use it, but take in when you don't want to use it?
A net?
Nope.
Dang.
a fishing line.
Still no.
Oh, I was doing so good at these.
Yes, you are doing so fine up till now.
The streak had to end.
You're back?
I thought about that too, and I was like, I think that's my age talking.
Oh, you're young, don't worry.
Hmm.
I mean, younger than me. Well, most people are.
Oxygen? Breath?
Throw out. Well, an anchor. You drop an
Yes!
anchor and you pull it in.
Oh,
Good
nice.
job.
I knew it had to be.
There you
something
go.
I couldn't figure out because I was thinking like fishing.
Yeah, that we went from net to pole,
Yeah.
and then I was like, all right. So
Fishing
an
was
anchor.
close.
What event are we supposed to fix or stop?
The Great Burning.
Great burning.
I'm sorry. Well, sorry. Say that again.
The Great Burning.
Okay, we're gonna need another riddle.
Another
Thing.
riddle. Yeah.
I figured so much. So what word is pronounced the same if you take away 4 of its 5 letters?
Word? Nope, that only has 4 letters.
Oh man.
One of those like it's got to be one of those like OUGH words.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I feel like I know this one and I can't think of it.
I think Vex may have exhausted her big brain power on this one. That last one.
My brain hurts.
It's an easy one, I promise.
You say that.
It's always easy in hindsight. 4. It's 5 letters.
Is it like? No, not. Dang.
I feel that. I'm like, counts. Too many letters. Okay, crap.
Yeah, that's what I keep doing.
Yeah.
Wait.
I was literally over here like, how many?
Q.
No.
Q.
Yeah, I've counted on my
Q.
hand like 6
Yeah.
times now.
Yes, exactly. So,
I was trying
yeah.
to think of like letters that are words.
Yeah.
Did you see me going through the alphabet?
I started
Whatever.
doing that and then figured it was
One.
stupid, but apparently I didn't make it far enough.
Listen though, Lala, Chris has been sitting behind me shouting the answer, Ethereal Chris over here. And he picks up his phone, he says, "Is Lala playing today?" I said, "Don't you fucking dare."
You know what? Surprisingly, Twitch chat has not been giving us any of the answers.
Nope, they didn't. Well, Chris was going to text it to you. You answered it right as he asked me that, and I said, "You motherfucker," because I did it.
How do we stop the Great Burning?
Well, that's a complicated thing because first you will need to know what caused it to know how to fix it. So history lesson time. Well, history for Oh, no, never mind. So you know how people here kind of bond with dragons, right? They have an alliance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of.
Well, there will come a point in time when the humans will betray the dragons,
Naturally.
and there will be a war.
That's not right.
And at the end of it, the people will become gods, and they will ask some of the sphinxes that, fortunately, don't live anymore, to remove the dragons from time and space. That's why in your time there are no dragons.
I know you're going to make me answer a riddle, but I'm going to ask the
I will.
question first so I don't forget. If we fix this, will we have dragons when we return home?
So first a riddle, and then I will answer.
Yes.
So what is so fragile that saying its name breaks it?
Silence.
Yes. And yes, if you fix it, there will be dragons.
Okay, Finka, that still means we have to fix it.
Is that a good thing, though? Really? All the dragons we've met are really annoying. Also,
we could-
this is a very inefficient way to carry on a conversation. FYI.
I think insufficient.
No. I can see how you might think it's
question.
amusing, but it is not efficient.
I have a question for a riddle. But I'm gonna do like Bex did and go ahead and ask it because Nisa's gonna forget it. Do we know? Will we know? Can you tell us? Let's phrase it this way. Can you tell us who plans this coup? Who plans to betray the dragons? Whose idea it is?
So first a riddle. What can fill a room but takes up no space?
Air.
Air.
Nope.
Gas?
Tension.
Not tension, no. And not air, no.
What can fill a room but takes up no space?
Noise.
Nope.
Biscuits.
You can say fuck. This is the adult channel. It's okay.
Olsaga doesn't like to swear.
I
She
don't
does.
think I've ever
Often.
heard Elsaga swear.
She does often, more often than she wants to, but she, you know.
What can fill a room but takes up no space? And it's not air.
Water?
Come again?
Water?
No.
Water takes up
Okay,
space.
room isn't full.
Yeah,
of
water takes up space.
Yeah.
Light.
Yes.
Guilt? Oh, light. Nice.
There we go.
It's much happier.
Nicely done.
Much,
It's
much
like, I
better
don't
than guilt.
know. It's like,
I forgot
So,
the question.
about you were asking who starts the betrayal, and well, I do know, but I cannot tell you because that will cause a rift, and then nasty things will happen.
Wait,
Can you
so
tell us who it isn't?
But we answered the riddle.
I know, so I will give you another answer for another question, but I cannot tell you too much
Yeah.
of things because, well, you know, rift in time and space can cause really nasty things, like the end of universe and all that.
Okay,
Oh,
I've got a
that's
question.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Will we have to kill this person to prevent the great burning, or can they be reasoned with?
I mean, I
Excellent
think
question.
you can try reasoning with that person. If that fails, you can then try to kill them. But you might be able to convince them.
Plan A and Plan B.
Yes.
I mean, it would save time just to go to Plan B, but
Not going to argue with you there.
Okay, I've got a question for a riddle.
Okay, so let me fetch a riddle. Forwards I am heavy, backwards I am not. What am I?
Forwards I'm heavy, backwards I am not.
I'm thinking of something that's rolling downhill, but I can't think of anything in particular rolling downhill. Is that right? Am I in the right vein?
No, not really.
No.
Look at the wording. Might help you.
Can you say it one more time?
Forwards I am heavy, backward I am not. What am I?
Ton.
Yes!
Oh, I get it. Oh.
Okay,
Nice.
so this question is when we get home, assuming we succeed, will all of the people that were frozen be saved?
That's an interesting question. Let me think on it. Yeah, that's unfortunately another thing I can tell you, so you can ask another thing.
Assuming that we're successful,
Mm-hmm.
will the gods that we have in our time still exist?
Well, seeing as the gods became the gods because they defeated the dragons, I don't think so.
Really?
I'm not sure, but maybe. I don't know.
So we might be trading gods for dragons.
I don't
wonder-
know. As a cleric, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that.
There might be other gods.
Yeah, let me elaborate on that a little bit. So I believe that Punai had said to you that the option doesn't have to be kill them, right? And something had been mentioned about reasoning. And you're asking if the gods will be the gods in the future, but you also are being told these are the people that are going to betray the dragons and cause the great burning. So realistically, if you put 2 + 2, you'll get the fact of that's all up to you. Make sense? It just depends on how you choose to handle the situation as you move forward.
Okay. I think that makes sense.
Okay. Do we have more questions?
I
really want to know what that dragon is, but I don't think she
I
knows.
have a question.
I also have another question.
You said that there were other sphinxes, right? So were you sent to talk to us like on purpose with your group of sphinxes, or was it just like we just happened to run into you?
Well, you know what a question means, right?
Yeah, and I'm ready.
So what 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it?
What?
What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it?
Short.
Yes. And you kind of stumbled upon me, and I kind of wanted to talk to you. Maybe just happened.
Why'd you want to talk to us? Oh, for the riddles, probably, huh?
I thought it would be fun.
Okay. Is there like a corporate sphinx place that we can go and complain to? Because not that there's anything wrong with you, but I feel like this whole plan that they've come up with probably needs some rearranging.
I mean, it's not directly the sphinxes who brought you here.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, they just put the plan into motion and let someone else do their dirty work.
Oh,
Great.
I mean, he was raised by sphinxes, but yeah.
Who?
The
The
conductor?
person. Yeah.
Ooh, free answer.
Score.
I can give you a freebie once. Once.
So the conductor brought us here.
Wait, I feel like I forgot something. Who's the conductor again?
The guy with the
He was the guy that got
Guy.
really large and helped protect us when he was
Oh, the
bringing
dude
us
on the
over.
boat. Oh,
The
The dude on the boat.
The dude.
I see. Dude on the boat. Okay. All right.
I feel like we had part of this conversation back at the inn. I don't know. Someone else controlling our fate is uncomfortable, to say the least.
All right, I think we have a couple more questions, right?
Do we? We can answer a couple more riddles just because it's fun.
You can.
Another riddle then.
Yes, please.
So, what has to be broken before you can use it?
A block stick.
Come again?
This here.
How would you know that word? Those won't exist for a couple thousand of years.
a horse if you're not well versed in horses.
But that's not the answer. I'm planning on an answer that will be relevant for more of the time periods.
I said a ballet slipper, but I don't think that's right either.
Come again?
A ballet slipper, but I don't think that's right either.
No.
An egg.
A horse?
Yes! Egg!
Egg. Very good.
What happens if we fail?
Well, the great burning will happen. So the dragons will stop existing.
Will we still go home, though?
Probably? I think so.
No pressure.
I mean, that's already happened from where we come from, so
Yes!
at least we know it's not the complete end of the world.
No, it's just the end of all dragons.
I like dragons.
I like them too. They are fun.
Okay. How can we contact you again?
Riddle first.
Okay.
What occurs once in a minute, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years?
The letter M.
Yes! So about contacting me, I think if I feel that you need me, and I will probably just come to you. It's not that hard for me to travel anywhere, really. You want to move
So-
this conversation to a nice beach?
I would like to get out of
No.
this swamp.
But we can't, Vex. I know it's
We have to find
Yucky,
the
but-
dragon.
we need to be here.
Fine.
Maybe you could bring us to
Sorry.
wherever that dragon is. Make our
In the
lives
swamp.
easier.
I don't think she knows.
I don't think that I can think of any other questions.
Nope. Well, this was fun, but we probably should keep looking for that dragon.
You sure you don't have any
Yes.
more questions?
I'm sure we will after the moment you disappear.
It might be too late then.
Is there any wisdom you might want to impart on us for having such wonderful conversation today?
Do good choices.
That's good advice.
Noted.
That's always a good advice.
Always sound.
So if you
Yeah,
don't
that's
have any
good.
more questions, I can leave you and you can go to the left. I believe that's a good place to start looking.
Thank you, pretty
Noted.
lion lady.
I hope we can meet again soon.
We'll see.
And as quick as you didn't see them come in is as quick as they leave. And you're in the swamp. What you doing?
Going left.
Yeah, going left.
Go
Rune is making some quick sketches and making some notes, writing
So,
puns down.
which path do you take? Like, how do you go around here?
Well,
How
Vex
deep
is
is
still.
that water?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was asking how deep the water looked.
I was gonna say Vex is still walking with her eyes closed, and the minute she hits water, she's gonna kind of veer to the right a little bit because her fur is yucky enough. Also, she doesn't
That
know
was
how
going to
deep
be
it
my
is.
suggestion, was to go around the pond. Yes, that way.
Okay. Up around the tree or this direction?
Up around the tree.
All right. So when you get up around the tree, you see there's kind of like a broken tree there. But to the left of that, there is sort of what looks like an old broken summoning circle. You continue around it.
Can we
Cool.
investigate it a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Runa wants to take a look at it if she can.
Sure.
Would that be like an investigation or an arcana?
Usually when you investigate things, you roll an investigation, but I could be wrong.
Right, but it's a magic circle.
Yeah. I mean, that's two different things that you're wanting to investigate if you're wanting to investigate the magic part and not just the circle in itself. Am I not mistaken?
I want to investigate the magic.
I kind
right.
of want to just poke around the circle itself.
All right. So whoever's just poking around is an investigation. Whoever's trying to figure out anything about the magic is an arcana.
14 to discover something about the magic.
It's old and hasn't been used here in a long time.
I got a 10 plus plus 0.
Yep. So you just see a broken summoning circle.
Is it a cool summoning circle?
It was back in the day before it got withered away the way that it is now.
Sweet.
I've got a 21 investigation just to kind of, in general, look around.
In general, look around here.
Yes, please.
Kadra's kind of hanging back. She's not really investigating or studying it. She's just kind of watching.
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if we touched it.
I was just thinking, I kind of want to pick up one of the rocks and just like pocket a rock for a little bit. Hang out with the magic rock.
Nothing happens if you pick up a rock.
Sweet.
Nothing at all.
Is it a cool rock? I'm gonna keep it.
It's like very dark black, like obsidian, you'd say.
Ooh.
Finka, when you're doing your like general investigating around, you do find a broken altar in the summoning circle.
Can I tell it all what it was used for?
No.
What if we touch the altar?
touch it.
I will.
While they're doing this, I'm going to, you're going to hear Runa's joints kind of settle in as her music box sound clinks to activate. She's going to just ritually cast Identify and see if there's anything else she can glean from this circle.
After 10 minutes, I think Identify gives you School of Magic, right?
It does.
I think so.
So whatever School of Magic teleportation is from is what you pick up here from Identify.
Okay. Awesome.
Did anything happen when I touched the altar?
No. You don't feel, whenever you're trying to identify here, you don't feel like it's any current magic. You're only picking up like residual traces of old magic that maybe once coursed through here, but it just feels very old and outdated.
And I don't know if I need to make another check or if my investigation would cover this, but the obsidian that's used to make the summoning circle, is it local? Can I tell enough about where we are and the rocks that are around here, or was this stuff brought in from far away?
You've not seen anything in your entire time of being in Sumerkula that looked like that, no.
Okay.
Vex is gonna she's gonna search around and pick up a stone and add it to her adornments.
Okay.
Is there anything beyond the summoning circle that might stand out?
Beyond it, no.
I don't know much about what magic this might have been used for, but the stones I think were likely brought in from somewhere far away. This obsidian is volcanic, and there's no volcanoes anywhere around here. Though I think my mother has an obsidian knife she uses for making charms and things, so maybe the obsidian was necessary for whatever magic was done here.
Well, should we stay here or continue searching for the dragon?
I think
Can
keep
the altar
going.
be mended at all?
It could be by somebody with the proper level of magic to do such.
And what would the proper level of magic be?
Well, you don't even pick up the teleportation circle spell until what level?
Oh,
Yeah.
fudge. All right.
It's a level 5 spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you read the specifics of the teleportation circle spell, it tells you that a teleportation circle is a permanent one is made by consistently casting the circle on that exact same place every day for 365 days for a whole year, right? So it's to mend it and make it work now would be a very, very high level of magic.
Well, shucks. Wonder where it went.
That's interesting.
Runa is going to try to sketch the design of this teleportation circle on the ground as much as she can.
I think we need to keep moving.
Yes, I think that would be wise.
Okay. and I'll start wandering off.
We were going to the left, yeah? I think we're far enough past the pond thing that we can actually go left.
I think inspiration from the audience to your sheet. Parting gift from the Sphinx. So, okay, you're headed this way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And left, but south once we run into what it appears to be a wall or other obstacle.
So you'll come down here.
Yeah.
And where do you go from here?
I guess, yeah, continuing south as long as we can skirt around that pond.
So continuing south, you are
Did we
going
see that
to...
to the right?
Are we just going to hit a dead end?
Yeah, you're going to run into like a cliff face wall here. And then if you try to like walk around that, you're going to end up in like a waterfall space. When you were coming into the swamp, you did see that it was kind of craggy around and rocks jutted up, sort of making the maze-like structures. So it is not unusual that this is like a very large raised piece of rock here with some water falling down off of it. So if you continue in that direction, you'll end up here.
When we were further north, just a little bit, did we see the tunnel into the cave there?
Nobody said anything about investigating in that direction, so I would assume no.
So should we go back up and around? The other way?
I think we have to. Again, I've got an eye out for anything that looks dragony or, bunch of branches broken where somebody might have landed, all of that stuff.
You do see broken things around. There are broken trees and things in different directions. So that's not really what you're able to find. Like, there's nothing indicative of a quote unquote normal landing space by broken trees or anything like that. You're in a swamp, trees fall and break pretty easily,
Absolutely.
not stable ground.
Yep.
As we're
makes
walking
sense.
back up, do we see the tunnel this time?
You don't really see it. It's hidden behind trees and stuff there. So you would need to, do investigating.
Yeah, since we came all the way down and we got stopped at the waterfall, can we run some investigation checks on our way back to comb our way through a little more thoroughly before we head back the other way?
Yeah, of course.
Boo! I got an 8.
7 for Kadra. She's distracted still.
Runa's gonna throw a pebble into the pond.
I got a 14.
With her eyes closed, Vex gets a 14.
Are you all looking for something? Am I missing something? What are we looking at?
I'm trying to let my senses guide me.
I'm really quite impressed that you haven't fallen down yet, so
I've spent
Good
a
job.
long time with Cora.
that's fair.
The 2 14s will be enough to kind of pick up what you see looks like a definitive footpath. And as you kind of focus on the footpath, you see it kind of runs in several directions throughout this area of the swamp. One which you came in on, one up and around the summoning circle, one veering to the left between two trees, and then one that kind of wraps around this sort of lake, you know.
Do if we like look into the footpath a little bit more, do we see any particular like footprints that we're looking out for, like dragon footprints, maybe?
So
Or
these,
new footprints?
I'm gonna put blue arrows on wherever you would see the footpath. The red arrows is your travel direction, and the blue is the footpaths. If that helps, Eddie. Okay, go back to my red. All right. You would need to do a survival to check footprints and things of the sort.
Okay.
17. I opened my eyes for this one.
Survival is surprisingly good. 15.
I think I got an 18.
So you do see several sets of footprints here, but they all look vaguely humanoid.
Our dragon feet
Well,
a
we know
little
there are
wider.
around. So that's not entirely surprising.
Let's check this one between the trees before we pass it and go all the way up to the top.
Sure.
Seems like a logical choice.
I missed it. Did you say if any of the footprints were newer?
No, I didn't hear that part. There, some of them, yeah, more fresh.
Interesting.
Shall we
I'm
check
gonna-
out this cave?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
start hopping towards it.
Are your eyes open for this?
Yes, my eyes are open at this point, and my ears like are starting to like perk up a little bit.
So you also move in, and you find yourselves at the entrance of what looks like a cave, but it is closed. There's a door there.
A proper door?
More like a rock door that kind of covers it, but there is a puzzle in the door.
Ooh. Well, we did really good at riddles, so I bet we can do this puzzle.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Maybe the Sphinx lady lives in here.
Maybe.
Is this puzzle seem to be pictographic or language based?
Pictographic. Pictographic. I have a puzzle I will put on there. In 1 second. I'm just don't want to give you one that's like, oh, 1,000 pieces. That wouldn't be very nice.
Can it be Mastermind? I've gotten really good at Mastermind lately.
No. It's not going to be Mastermind at all.
Mastermind was Wordle before Wordle was Wordle.
It's true.
I used to play that game in the car on long road trips.
Oh, it's a legit puzzle.
Oh, like a puzzle.
Yes. And it's little pieces of puzzle that are kind of like rock, but stuck in the rock, but they're movable. They kind of like slide around to move, but not in any particular direction or path. Let's get these unstacked here.
Okay, well,
You always got to find the corner pieces first,
I was going
guys.
to say corner pieces first. Let's go.
Always the
that
border.
dark one
always.
at the bottom looks like it's the top right.
Mm-hmm.
The one
And
up on
then-
there are two up on the very right corner, one for each of the bottom corners.
Up
and
here?
then the two top
Yeah.
corners are down at
Yeah.
the bottom.
That one.
Yep, there's that one.
I think that's it.
And then the kind of green one with red through it is the other bottom corner.
All right, hold on. This one here.
That
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the super, super dark one
Right
at the
next to it,
bottom.
Right. Between.
Hey, you stay. You stay. There's your super dark one there.
Cool.
Okay.
Um,
So
I think this middle green one beside the big red circle is going to be underneath the top right.
Yeah, the one to the left of the.
No.
No, not
no.
that one.
There's one in the center with a
dark
red
green
circle.
one.
That one.
That
Yeah.
one,
Yes.
yeah.
okay.
And then
Near
that other
the
one.
bottom left corner, there's the one with the big pink spot in the middle of it.
This
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that one goes right. Yeah, right there.
And
And
this
then on the
the third one
middle,
on.
you've got one that connects to the bottom left corner. It's got a red circle with a chunk missing out of it. It'll connect to the
There
bottom
we
left.
go, yeah.
All right.
Yep, that
Um,
one to the
yeah.
left.
There's a dark red,
To the left, to the left.
dark red one, kind of top left.
This one.
There's two dark red ones.
Okay, right here.
That one, the topmost of the two dark ones, I think, goes in the top right corner.
Yes.
And then the other one will go.
And then the
right
other one
next to
probably
it.
goes right next to it. Nice. Good.
And
I
then
think the piece that you were just touching goes up the one in the
Top left. Yes.
Which one?
The,
On the left.
middle, to the
One
left
more over to the left.
That
That
one.
one.
Mhm.
And
the
then
reddish brown one in the middle
This one.
goes top right. Yep. Nope. One more over.
Over
To
one.
the left.
Yep.
Yes.
the one right under that goes. That one that you just moved goes up to the top left.
And then that light colored one down at the bottom with the green circle. Yep, that goes bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's other
The-
light colored one with the peach circle goes right next to it.
And then connect
to
the
the
two
right
bottom pieces, please.
To the right of the one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought we had to fill up the whole canvas.
I thought so too.
All right.
That
That
free
one right
floating
there,
green
they-
one in the middle fills in
That
the
one?
gap in the green corner.
Yep.
The up one.
Other one.
The non-side
one?
piece.
Yeah.
That one. Yes.
And
And
the
then that one
you
you
said
just
go
had, I
holding?
think, goes,
Yep.
yep, right there.
And then pull that
Pull
whole
it up.
corner piece down.
Well, I'll pull it over here.
Yeah.
There's
the
a
big
That one
purple spot
matches.
goes right in that corner. Right? No. No. That.
Hold on.
that one that you're touching goes in the top.
The what?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Top left comes down.
Yep. And then that last top
That piece
piece.
that's on the very
edge
top
piece goes in the gap.
Right.
And then there's
Lovely.
that one that had. Ooh, that one goes.
That one that you just touched with the green
goes all
goes
the
into
way.
the right.
And then you just on the very top, there's the one that has the big purple circle. That one goes in the top left corner. That's still open. Right there.
Nice.
The one with all the dark red on it goes
Goes in
bottom
the
right.
side.
The top one goes in that and fills in that top section.
There's one with a little piece of purple. Yep, that one connects and fills in the rest of that purple circle.
Circle.
Thank you.
Huzzah.
Hooray!
We're so
So you hear these puzzle pieces sort of click into place for you, and as the last one slots into place, the large stone door sort of rolls open.
Can we see inside at all, or is it dark?
It's dark.
Okay.
I can pull out a torch and light her up.
How bright do we want it? I can make
You're
it light without using a torch.
Yeah, I think a couple of us have the light
Yeah.
spell.
Then never mind. Put it back in my backpack.
It's it's a little bit easier to cover a magical ball of light quickly.
That's true. And then I can save these for,
If we're ever in a scenario where magic is just not working at all.
Oh, you lot are hungover again, for example.
I will cast light on the tippity tip of my sword and hold it out in front of us.
Vex is never drinking again, by the way. That was her one and only experience with it.
No. That always happens once in a while. Drinking is very fun. You just have to know how to drink. Don't let Finka talk you into drinking like that again.
I only had one drink.
But it was Finka's choice. I mean, it was a bad idea all around, and it was her fault.
I had nothing to do with that.
Excuse me.
Shall we go in stealthily?
Well, not
Yes.
I think maybe we should.
Cautiously.
This isn't exactly breaking and entering, but it's, breaking and entering adjacent for sure.
Also,
Or
with the really bright light, we're not going to be super sneaky.
Yeah.
well, yeah, but you can still be quiet and careful.
Quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
DM, how new do the new footprints look when we look down?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ish. All right.
You're here now in the cave. Somebody cast light, I remember hearing. And you find yourselves at this sort of intersection. Obviously, you don't know which goes what, so don't pretend like you can see the whole fucking map, because you can't.
I showed you how to cover the
I know! I just remembered I could do that.
You have to make it darker on the slider up top, though.
I'm getting there. I forgot all about that. I just learned things today, okay?
That's awesome.
Woohoo!
The Sphinx did say left, so, unless somebody has a really good reason why not.
Left sounds lovely.
So you're going this way.
Yes, ma'am.
And I've got a bit of dark vision out past where the light spell goes, if that's helpful.
Same.
I have my wrist knife ready to pop out if I need it, but not out yet, so as to be safe in close quarters with my cohort.
As Kadra, I really want to bury my sword into somebody with the light spell on it and see if it just lights them up from the inside, like when you're telling a ghost story with a flashlight.
We should definitely test that out at some point. That sounds amazing.
It does kind
For
of sound
science,
amazing.
for science.
Right.
For science, naturally.
Everybody's ideas are so morbid, and Saga is just following behind you guys, just kind of stopping along. She has
Puppies and rainbows pulling up the rear.
not at all cautious about this.
Okay, there. Better. Blurry. If it's blurry, you can't seize it. How about that?
Works. Awesome.
All right. So you find yourselves at the entrance to a very large cave. And it smells rotten.
Oh no. Is there anything noticeable that we can hear about? Is it eerily quiet? Does it sound like there's any form of movement?
Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
The rotten smell, is it like plant matter rotten smell like the rest of the swamp?
Or is it meaty?
like meaty rotten?
Ooh.
Yes.
So both?
Yes.
Okay.
Saga, obviously knowing that smell, is instantly like starting to look around to see if she can find whatever body it belonged to, so that she can try and put it to rest.
Or someone's omnivorous dinner with a, nice steak and some broccoli.
Por
Oh,
qué no
Saga
los dos?
consider that possibility. She just wants to make sure that the thing is comfortable.
I mean, it could be both. Dinner and a dead body.
Totally possible.
So you start to move forward towards the smell of Saga, and you come across this sort of murky green pond. And the smell seems to be coming from inside of this green pond that you can't see anything but green grossness in.
Ew.
Can I take one of my arrows and kind of see if there's like algae like covering the top, if I can like move it aside so we can see, or is it just full on sludge?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an arrow and kind of poke it a little bit.
The arrow is made of what? Tell me what it's like. What's on it?
The head is made out of steel, and the shaft is made out of wood of some kind.
So when you dip your arrow into this green murky pond here to try to figure out like if it's algae that's making it green or not, you start smelling this sort of like sulfurous, eggy smell as soon as the steel tip of your arrow touches the water. It starts to kind of bubble, and your steel on your arrow starts melting.
I'm gonna pull it back out, and I'm going out on a limb here, but I'm guessing that pool is highly corrosive.
Huh.
Don't touch it, maybe.
Well, I'll
Otherwise-
touch it, but
No, otherwise this will happen to your hand.
and Vex is just kind of gonna twiddle her fingers and make a magical hand appear,
Oh, well, fine.
and the hand is just kind of gonna like dive into this pond.
Yeah, your mage hand disintegrates in the pond.
Runa's taking steps back. She's not liking this melty business.
Okay, so yeah, let's definitely stay away from that.
Can we go around it?
If you wanted to.
I
I mean, I assume we can't see the entire cave from where we are.
It's dark.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
Runa's
around
gonna
and
start
stay
going around.
very far away from the nasty green stuff.
Which way are you going?
Probably hugging the wall.
This way or
Hugging
this
the wall, for sure. Yeah, because that big rock isn't in the way.
way? And right about when you get here, you hear this sort of clicking noise behind you. But it's like a very loud, throaty, guttural clicking noise.
That's not good.
Is it a language?
I cast Blade Ward on myself.
Violence is a language, yes.
Violence is a language. Okay.
Is this a noise made by an animal that I have interacted with before?
Yes.
Okay, good. I speak Draconic, is what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
What can I tell what kind of animal or beast or whatever this is?
Who's in the back of the party?
I had just taken steps backwards, so I would probably be hanging up the rear.
I would have
You-
been near the front with the light.
I
When
think,
you-
yeah, I would be up by Kadra looking around for any bodies.
I'm kind of in the middle.
Yep, me too.
The reason I'm asking is I think it might answer your question, Finka. Runa, you feel behind you, aside from hearing the guttural, violent clicking noises, you feel this warmth against your back, and the smell of sulfur and eggs is very, very, very strong.
I'm going to cast Blight Ward on myself and turn around and say, "Hello," in a squeaky kind of a little to the tone of it. She's nervous and she's got a mock smile on her face. It's a mask of emotion that has a smile on it, but you can tell it's a pained, a nervous face. And she's going to say hello as loudly as she can with bravery so that her friends can turn to see what's happening.
At which point,
And it's
Vex will
Frigg's
turn
dragon,
around.
so I'm not trying to come at it, We're trying to convince it to come with us. So I'm trying to be non-aggressive, even though they're up in my proximity.
Yeah. So when you turn around, you see exactly that. Even young or not, dragons are still pretty fucking big. And you just see in face level with you when you turn around this massive green dragon head with his mouth kind of open, and he's looking at you with this like, what are you doing in my swamp? Look,
At Runa's kind of like squeaked hello, Vex is gonna spin around and also say hello
in common or draconic.
in Draconic.
What's everybody else doing?
We've been
got
looking
that
for
arrow
you
I was
everywhere.
switching around in the pool. It's knocked, bow is drawn, but it's pointed down for now.
Audra will spin around, but aim her sword down where the light is still shining.
And the dragon will say the words that his eyes were emoting. What are you doing in my swamp?
We've been looking all over for you.
Yeah, we've been looking for you.
I'm
What,
so
you
glad
mortals
we
want the
found
likes of
you.
me? What do you
Oh.
mortals want with the likes of me?
Well, we kind of like dragons, and we're amassing some friendly dragons. Are you friendly?
Well, if you move any closer to me horde, I won't be any friendlier than I am now.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Beg your pardon.
We're not here for your goods. No. We're here just to say hi and talk to you.
Hello, you're talking. Goodbye. You're walking.
But we had questions.
Well, I might have answers. How much gold do you have in your pocket?
Rustles in pockets.
There's a lovely young woman across the swamp
Aye.
who is apparently supposed to bond with you.
Aye.
She's wondering why you've never met.
Well, us dragons really shouldn't be consorting with the likes of you mortals.
Why not?
I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. And even though I can
You're
throw you
very
pretty
big,
far, I
you
don't
can
still
throw
even
us.
trust you.
You could throw us really far. That's maybe not the greatest metaphor.
Yeah, well,
But I promise we're really trustworthy. I don't know about some of the other humans you've met, but we're definitely trustworthy. And even me, and I'm not a human.
if I had a gold piece for every time I heard that, I would have a much bigger hoard than I do now.
Well, what can I do to convince you?
Well,
I mean, to be honest, I don't think any of us are human, right? No.
Half.
No, but
humans, mortals, whatever. You have the lifespan of a fly in a dragon's eye.
Not all of us are mortal either.
He's eyeballing you.
Completely. Anyway.
What is this bond that is supposed to take place, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, I suppose they say there's something special about a human or a person and a mortal being and a dragon becoming good friends or something. We're supposed to share our magic, but when you want to share your magic, they want you to share your gold too, and I'm not much for sharing my gold.
What if
I
she
don't
promised
think
not
for-
to touch your hoard?
Yeah, who's
don't
to say
know.
she has any interest in it at all? Maybe she just wants a friend.
Well, maybe she doesn't, but the other mortals, they always want something.
Could you at
Well-
least meet this one and decide if they're like the others?
Are you telling me one of these things is not like the other?
I believe it to be true.
I think
I
she's
think the
really
one we're
nice.
talking about in particular is she's pretty straightforward and not really in the greedy way.
And
She taught me how to cook.
really, really well.
She was incredibly kind. We just came upon her, and even she cooked a great meal for everyone.
And in the morning, she made waffles.
That must be the one who's moved into my swamp. They always send new people to the swamp to try to populate it and get it out of the cities, and I just don't want anybody near my hoard.
She
I think
only
she
moved here
came
to be
here
close
looking
to
for
you.
you specifically.
Yeah, she came looking for you,
Silly mortals.
not your hoard.
Always looking for trouble.
Oh, is that your name? Is your name Trouble?
I mean, I suppose I could be called that, but no.
What
Will
do
you tell
people
us your
usually
name?
call you?
I don't know. Where I come from, telling people your real name is really bad for you.
That's true. I never tell people my real name.
Either you tell us our name, or I'm going to start calling you stubborn.
Finka.
You call me stubborn, I call you tasty. Tomato, tomato.
You can call me whatever you like, as long as you don't actually try to prove it.
You see this big, draconic, toothy grin.
Look, we spent an entire evening with this person, had an in-depth conversation about the relationship between dragons and mortals, and not once did the word hoard, it was never mentioned.
Or
Hoard,
gold.
gold,
or
any of
jewels.
that
Mm-mm.
never came up.
I fail
In
to
an
see where how
entire
you spend your time becomes my problem.
We're just trying to show you that not all mortals want your gold.
I'm still not convinced.
Why don't you go meet with her? She doesn't know where you are, or she would have found her. She would have found you already. Go meet her where she lives. She's no closer to finding your hoard than she is right now. Hear her out.
An awful lot of demands from rats in a cage, don't you think?
Do you
We
want
didn't
something?
come here to bother you or to upset you in any way. She was just so incredibly kind to us, and we just thought we should lend a favor in hand.
Well, let me ask you a question. You know, I'm sure you've heard of the summit. Yeah, you spent a whole night with her.
We did.
Okay. So if you've heard of it and you're not a dragon, don't you think I'd heard of it?
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right. And so you think I've not had plenty of time to decide if I did or didn't want to?
Well, what have you decided?
That I didn't want to. That's why I'm here and not there.
Why not?
Just have no interest.
What would make you interested in it?
I fail to see the benefit of dragons aligning themselves with mortals. They can't be trusted.
How can
Is there
I?
something you think that she might be able to aid you in that you've not been able to take care of on your own?
Yeah, I've got
There
an
must
itch
be a
that needs scratched. Maybe she could help me do that.
You have an itch? I'll help you.
Yeah, it's just right back here behind my 33rd molar on the top of the mouth. And he opens his mouth real wide.
Vex.
What? Mr. Dragon, I can itch that for you. I have a magic hand. May I summon it in your presence?
Okay. And he opens his mouth real wide.
All right, so I'm going to cast Mage Hand and direct it, and I'm going to start itching gently at first and ask him if I'm in the right spot.
Uh-huh.
I will stop. Can you say that again?
Yeah, a little to the left.
Sure. And I'll go a little to the left and start scratching.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll start scratching harder.
And you feel or you see this bone drop out from the tooth that you were itching where it looked like it was stuck in between the two of them. Oh, that's much better.
See?
I like that one. The rest of you, not so much. Oh, the shiny one, she's not so bad either. I'll put her in my horde.
No, we need her. Please don't put her in your horde.
I'd rather not be part of a horde.
Oh, you'd make a perfect to the pile, don't you see?
What if I give you something shiny for your horde in exchange for you going and meeting and not eating, but hearing out the woman in your swamp?
Something shiny, you say?
Mm-hmm.
What have you, lass?
And I am going to reach into my bag and I am going to pull out one of the very few things that I have from Valhalla. And it's going to be one of my drinking cups. I forget what they're called.
Mm-hmm. Your drinking horn or whatever.
Yeah. It's going to have like gold and silver plating around it and bejeweled.
Ah, that's a very interesting piece. One moment, and you see him kind of shake, and when he like kind of shakes and shimmies, he goes from being a full-size dragon down to a halfling with a red beard and red hair. He's got some bright green eyes, and he walks towards you, Kadra, with his hands out.
I hold it out to him and lower to him.
Okay. You've convinced me. I'll meet with her. Now out.
And hear her out, please.
And not eat her.
All of those things.
This is a lot of stipulations for such a small price.
To be fair, I'd mentioned all of those before I mentioned what I was giving you.
She did.
I'll take the other options into consideration.
Well, I think that's probably as good as we're gonna get, guys. We should.
I think you're right.
Well, I've just a quick little question. Is that the pool thing where that all of that dead smell is coming from?
Is it the pool that smells? You said.
Yeah. Is it the only place that the dead smell is coming from, or is there like an actual pile of bodies?
Do you want to look around?
I was asking.
Oh, the dragon. You're asking the dragon?
Yeah.
He's going to say the same thing. Do you want to look around?
I mean, I just want to find the dead people, if I could. I won't touch your hoard, I promise. I just want to get them out of here.
You won't find anything of substance? Maybe a bone or two?
Oh, okay. Never mind then. And then she'll just do
If
like a
that's-
little quick blessing over the pool and be
If
done.
that pool did this to steal, imagine what it could do to, people.
Yeah.
DM, after he changed his shape and walked away from where he was standing originally close to Runa, does she, on the floor, can she tell if his footprints are the same ones that we had seen in the walking paths outside?
Yeah.
I'm gonna elbow Elsaga and just be like, "Do you think that's the halfling that we saw the footprints of around the inn? That can fly with the big feet?" Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! It's not a ghost, it's a dragon! And she's gonna
Established who those footprints belong to. It's not this halfling. It's that other halfling.
But this one can fly. He's been waiting for us for 1,000 years in the future.
Well, I am going to thank Mr. Dragon in Draconic for his time and ask him when we should tell Frigg to expect his visit.
I'll be there after tea.
Alrighty. Well, let's get out of your hair.
It's nice hair, isn't it? You want to touch it?
May I?
Yeah, it's like soft and luscious, curly red hair.
Vex is gonna touch it because
It's
she
trying to flow through your fingers like Fabio looks on the cover of those smutty romance novels.
Yeah, at this point she's pretty sure it would be rude and disrespectful to not touch the dragon's hair as she was offered if she wanted to touch it.
Yeah, it's definitely nice hair.
It's very beautiful. Well, like I said, we don't want to take up too much of your time, and Frigg will want to make sure that she is ready for your arrival. Do you like tea or waffles? Should we make you something?
Nah, nothing for me.
Okay. Well, guys, and I'm gonna elbow everyone. We need to. He's in a good mood. We should leave while he's in a good mood.
DM, while that was happening, is it possible to see if there are any flakes of green scales that might be laying about?
In
nothing pretty, but just something.
In this area of the cave where you guys currently are, you're all in this sort of area. You haven't gotten any closer than that. You don't see any, no.
Okay. No worries.
Let's go tell Frigg the good news.
And that she can expect him at tea time.
Yes. And maybe we'll stick around just to make sure to discourage the eating.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We seem to get far with our conversation with him, considering his disposition at the beginning. It might help just to have some
Plus, he said
friendly
he liked
faces.
So you're leaving the cave and you're heading back to Frigg.
Yes.
All things considered, that could have gone a lot worse.
Yes, I didn't anticipate so much casual conversation. I thought there would be a lot more teeth at the beginning of it. Happy to see that it went otherwise.
I'm trying to remember how Frigg described this bond intention that has come about. Did this dragon agree to this ahead of time and now he's doubtful? Or was this just sort of names pulled out of a hat regardless of...
I think it was like some of the dragon elders made this decision
That's
The-
right. That's right.
because they
Oh.
said younger dragons needed to be the ones that bonded, I think. I don't know. I was busy cutting carrots.
Yes, you were.
So you make your way back through the swamp. And it's evening time now. You've spent a fair bit of time traversing and adventuring and trying to find where you were going. You spent quite a bit of time with Punai. And you get back to Frigg's and she's not there. But
Uh-oh.
you are able to go.
Hello.
When you say like kind of hello, the door, you're able to go in the door and you see the fire is still kind of burning low. Maybe she's just not back from her errands or out around somewhere doing something. She's just not inside yet. But you can stop here and take a rest for the day and the evening and the thing and stuff. And we will catch everybody in the after show in just a few minutes.